Hi everyone, it's Nia, and this video will be a demonstration of how I bleach the knots on my frontal. Now I say demonstration because I'm no pro, but I do think it turned out pretty well to be my first time, so I figured I'd show you guys for people that wanted to learn just like me. Don't forget to follow us on Tumblr, Instagram, and Snapchat. Now let's get into it. Started by covering my surface with wax paper, 30 volume developer, BW2 lightening powder, a mixing bowl, a coloring brush, some bobby pins, but these are optionals, and I will also get some aluminum foil. So you're going to start by pouring your lightening powder into your mixing bowl. I poured the whole packet, but I only used about half of it. And then you're going to begin to add your developer. I'm using 30 volume. You can go higher with 40, but I think that would be for more experienced people because it lights much faster. Or you can go lower with like 20, but that's just extremely slow. So when you add your developer, you want to do it in portions. You don't want to pour too much. And if you see that it's a little too dry, then you can just add more and keep working like that because you want the mixture to be pretty thick. And then you're gonna mix, mix, mix. You're gonna keep mixing until you get all of the lumps and bumps out and it looks like yogurt. And you should get something like this, but I would recommend it being a little thicker. This is what I did, so this is what I had to work with. But in the future, I would definitely do it a tiny bit thicker. So I'm using a WhiteLabel hair 16-inch body wave frontal. Do you see those baby hairs? Now this is what the frontal looks like. As you can see, the knots aren't too bad, but I definitely wanted to bleach them. They actually look pretty good though for people that, you know, may not want to bleach their knots. I don't know. So I laid my frontal lace down and I'm just separating the baby hairs because this is where the bobby pins would come in. I just want to pin them back because they're much shorter and I don't want to risk getting any bleach on them or, you know, anything like that. So to keep them out the way, I'll just pin them back. So I'm just laying the frontal down, making sure that all of the hair is out the way. And I also decided to get some tissue. This is also optional. I saw someone else do this. Can't remember who. But I definitely think it gives me more control over where the bleach goes and just making sure the bleach does not touch the hair or as little bit of the hair as possible. And ignore my hairy arms. I'm one of those extremely hairy people and my arms are just somewhere I refuse to shave. Like, no. Why? Now on to the fun part. I'm picking up that bleach mixture and I'm just lightly pressing it or dabbing it onto the lace. It may look like I'm pressing it much harder than I am, but I promise you I'm not. And I'm gonna start by outlining, you know, the edge where the hair begins, sort of like coloring a picture. You know how you outline first and then you color in the rest. So that's kind of what I'm doing, just outlining that edge where the tissue is, and then I'm gonna go back in and start to color in, if you will, the rest of the lace with the bleach. And the purpose of having your bleach sort of thick and to lightly press it is because you don't want to push the bleach through the lace because it can get onto your hair and color it. You want to do it as lightly as possible, and it will be good if your bleach mixture is thick so that it won't seep through the lace. It'll just stay on the knots and bleach those because that's the only thing we want bleached, not the hair. And here you can see I'm adding the bleach to the lace past the hairline because bleach gives the lace a more natural tone and it just gives you more flexibility when cutting your lace. It would suck if your lace is still extremely light and it just doesn't match your hairline. I'm finishing up adding the bleach, and at this point you can put some foil on top of it to speed up the coloring process. And And then you want to let this sit for 25 to 40 minutes while checking it along the way. After processing, I rinse the bleach off in warm water. And then I use my Carol's Daughter shampoo and conditioner to wash and condition the lace and the hair. You want to use the same products you would use on your virgin hair any other time. It just gives the best results. Make sure you get all of the product out of the hair, and you want to begin to wring it out in a downward motion like I'm doing here. And voila, we are all done. This is how my frontal turned out. I think it came out pretty darn well to be my first time ever bleaching the knots on anything, a frontal, a closure, whatever. But I did do my research. And quick tip, you can just wrap your hair around your finger to rid it of excess water. Now I'm going to take a pants hanger and clip it on both sides and leave it out to air dry. This is the opposite side of the lace, and as you can see, everything is bleached. There are no more black knots. This is how the roots came out, and they really mimic like my scalp and my roots and everything. This is how it looks against my skin, and I think it's a pretty good match. I definitely could have let it sit a little bit longer, but I got scared. It was my first time. I know better for the next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this demonstration and that it can be helpful to someone, especially beginners. If you like this hair video, don't forget to check out some of our others on our channel or leave us some suggestions in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye!